It's an all-new year. We're talking tournament results, Team USA trials, and
Kyle's Arsenal. That's going away.
all that and more. We'll be right back. It kind of helped them advance. I mean, do you think this was a conspiracy?
Gotta go with Jacob Butter. Gotta go
No,
lefty.
we're talking about the players. That's tournament champion into the podcast.
There he is, right there.
Oh, he doesn't even know how to watch. Go to youtube.com and search Down Lane Podcast. What's up, bowlers? Welcome to Down Lane Podcast. We are streaming live from the lab at Town & Country Lanes. I'm your host, Kyle Haines, and with me is the assistant to the host, Anthony Scaccia.
Great to be here.
Apparently, we've got some super cool kids in the chat. Thanks for giving us some views, though. Tonight, we're talking about a bunch of different things, but don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. Email us at downlanepod@gmail.com. And you can always check us out on Facebook and Instagram and the Xbox. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who's that? I can't even read it. Brunel. So, yeah, we're talking about a few things. Team USA trials just finished up. We're talking about the Christmas and New Year's break, some tournament results from that, and some Arsenal changes in this pro shop.
You need a bowling ball. Stop by.
That's right. Before all
Want
that,
a free ball.
How was your guys' week this week?
What week is it?
It is the official first week of January. No, is it the 8th? It's the second week. No, I forget already. It doesn't matter. January 8th. We haven't bowled on Thursdays for 2 weeks. I did bowl on Tuesdays for the last 2 weeks, so that's good. We've been off the show for 2 weeks. We've just got a lot of catch-up to do.
Mustard.
No mustard, just catch-up. How was your guys' weeks?
For bowling or for just...
You name it. If you need to get something off your chest, go ahead.
Time off was great.
Yeah?
Time off of work was fantastic.
You had time off of work, too?
Oh, yeah.
That's just not fair.
Well, you should have taken a couple days off, Kyle.
I have been balls out at work. It's ridiculous.
It's kind of probably not okay. You guys probably
Should I
don't.
keep those hidden?
Yeah, you should probably
Tucked away.
keep your pants on.
Well, we had New Year's Day last week, right? New Year's Day tournament up at South Glens Falls, 8-game sweeper. Pretty difficult shot.
How's a sacrificial goat?
It wasn't easy going. Anthony was, I think, the only lefty in the house that didn't bowl well.
No, not true. The guy next to me, I don't really think bowled well either. I don't think Coco bowled great. Didn't cash, so we'll take that.
Right, yeah. He seemed like he was around.
He was striking a lot, and then he wouldn't strike. Me, I just didn't strike.
Yeah.
I looked like I was throwing a 12-pound ball.
Just not making the pins go down.
Yeah, no, I think the first game we shot 210, and then I threw the back 5 or 6 for 210, 215. The 3 shots before that, stone 7, or ring 7, stone 10, stone 8.
Sounds good. Did you make your spares?
Yeah, I made them. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I actually, my spare shooting was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Made a lot of spares.
Except for all the splits, I had the same thing. I had pretty good spare shooting,
Incredible.
but a lot of splits. But I had some ups and some downs. Like my downs were way down though. It wasn't like I was shooting 180, 190. If I was down, it was 140.
I did have 140 in there one game too, and we hit a pair where lefty was throwing a lot of urethane all over the place in practice, and that lane backed up.
Nice.
Oh, my ball backed up. I could throw it to the gutter on the first pair. As long as I threw it left, I struck. I threw it to the left the first few shots, and my ball's still going straight.
To this day.
Yeah, I had. I didn't forget that they redid the lanes up there, but I was kind of like still in the mode of, all right, as we move up the house, they're gonna start hooking a little more. So like my first game, I can't remember. We were on like 15 and 16 or 19 and 20, I think 19 and 20. And I shoot a 2-0 game. It was acceptable. It bowled pretty well. Probably it could have been a 220 if it wasn't for like a ring 10 in the
Glad
10th.
you accepted the 200.
Okay. I said no. I said it was acceptable. I'm not saying I was just accepting it. Anyway, so then we move up to 23 and 24.
They used to be
which
my
is the
favorite pair.
right in front of the desk.
Used to be the pair for me, man.
Yep.
Now it's I average 160 on that pair. 100. That's a lot for me on that pair. 150 maybe.
And then I get to that pair and it's tighter. So I don't know what I was thinking, but like I just didn't move back right. I was like afraid to move right. I wanted to stay in that track area that's kind of beat up there. So I thought maybe moving left a little bit would get the ball closer to the head pin, hook a little more, and not have as much miss right. But it was just wrong. And then I would make adjustments or switch ball, and then I would split. I had like 3 or 4 splits in a row. It was a really bad game. And then I was just like, maybe I just need to move right.
Sounds like you need to get rid of some of your bowling balls.
We'll get to that. So I ended up moving right, strike, and then in the next pair, nothing was different. Like they didn't start hooking more down the house, like they're like we're usually used to up there.
Yeah, I had that. I hate to tell you,
but that you had more hook down there.
Yeah, they were hooking way more on the high end than the low end because I went to the low end where I normally bowl pretty good, and I had myself a nice little 217, 218 game.
Well, my high game was on the higher end. It was 250, and that must have been 27, 28. But then from there, it was just downhill. It was just not good. And then when I got to the lower end, it was just a mess for me anyway. Like both lanes were different. It just wasn't fun for me.
Yeah, I like the low end.
I made a bunch of spares.
Yeah, it was good spare shooting practice for me. Actually, it is what it is. I haven't struck up there in probably like 2 years. I had to see 2 years.
Well, since you did the lanes over.
Yeah, I had some issues with pin carry at States too. And obviously it's about getting the ball through the pins the right way up there. But I never struck. So thought I had a different game plan coming into play. Reactive looked pretty good. Throwing it to the edge. I watched tall man Connor LeClaire throw it kind of towards the edge with an Equinox solid. And he could get it off the edge. Not saying I throw it like him because I don't, but I figured, well, if he can get it off the edge, why don't I just throw it left? And once I did that, I had a good look. And then, like I said, moved to the next pair. A lot of urethane on the pair before me on the left side, and we didn't stagger skip. I really was wishing we would have staggered here and there because I followed that guy all day, which could have affected me a little bit. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. You'll never really truly know. But the first pair I hit after the first game was definitely tricky. You go from 217 and basically hitting the pocket, and then
Mathazone hasn't struck up there since January 1st.
Anthony hasn't struck
up there since January 1st, 2023.
No, I bowled pretty good up there up until I started bowling double with lefty, and then we never strike at the same time. It seems like my reaction is very finicky from pair to pair, which is fine. But the reaction changes so drastically that I can get my ball through the pins really well on a few lanes, and then I go to the next lane, and then I'm not even close. Yeah. So I did have somebody say to me, "Man, I haven't seen anybody 9 spare as much as you did today. Do you know how many you left?" And I said, "Well, that makes me feel great." At least I was in the pocket, but still not
doesn't matter.
figuring
You gotta
out.
get those pins down. That's what's frustrating.
I'm not figuring out how to get. And then when I got the corners out, I left a stone 8 or something or 9 in there. So
when I
2023,
when I had 800 after 4. So I like halfway through, I was, still like 100 behind or something, or 150 behind. But in 4 games, shut up. In 4 games, you can make that up if you have a run. Yeah. And after that 250 game, I was like, I got a shot. I got a look.
I figured if I got to even, because I was kind of gutting it out. If I got close to even and get like a 230 in there, which was definitely doable, I felt the same way. If I can get close to even and I hit the low end, which I was about to go to, I was like, man, anything is possible when I hit the low end. But I haven't.
And I had the opposite feeling though. Like if I get going, it'll be great. But then my last 2 games were on the low end.
I love the low end.
I don't necessarily love the low end.
I don't like anywhere 11 to like 24 now. The middle.
Which was your favorite?
24 was. I averaged 250 on that pair for years. I think I have 299 on that pair. I've got a lot of good scores there.
That was a tough pair.
But that pair now, I used to, when we bowled the regional up there, I came in 4th. I had a map from 23 up. That map is no longer usable.
Accessible, yeah. Or not accessible.
Oh, it's accessible.
It's not acceptable.
It is
does not work.
It is not the same as it used to be. I think 25 and 26. 25, the left lane was always like 5 tighter than the right lane. So, I'm trying to figure that out. It's not like that anymore. 23, I don't strike on. I still strike on the low end a little bit. The high end I've gotten better at, but it's the high end. I just got to figure out how to maybe throw the ball better.
I agree, but for me, Hello, people. What turn is this?
Nick
Sorry.
Messino Jr. I think this is.
Unless he, maybe if he changed his.
Maybe he did.
Unless
We're
it's,
talking New Year's Day. New Year's Day at South Glens Falls, Kingpin Alley and Roll.
Is Koenig's name Nick? Nick Koenig? Is that
I don't know.
Is that the right person? Anyway, yeah, New Year's Day, South Glens Falls, just
Nick,
last
whoever
week.
Nick you are, you're a nice Nick. Thanks for asking.
Which also is officially a Players Tour
It is
event.
Nick Jr.
Oh, it is
right.
Nick Jr.
That was right.
Is that a race car driver? Did he change his name?
I can't see the screen.
It looks like an F1 car,
Okay.
I can't see the screen, so
Indy car of some
Well,
sort.
it used to
Open
be.
wheel.
It used to be. Fiat.
yeah, Fiat, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't know what that name is now. He must have changed his name.
Yeah, sorry.
I want to know who he is. That's all.
Glad
get it
that I
now.
could figure
Got
it
it.
out for you.
Anyway, so yeah, Players Tour, new champion, Rick Bogholtz.
So is he in the over division? Would he technically have been in the over division we have? Is he 55 and over? Or is he in the open?
I can't imagine he's 55.
I don't know how
We
old
have.
he is.
Oh, we might be able to look. We
I'm
might
just
have
saying
it in
because
our
if
stats.
he is over 55 or is in that division, I am boycotting because apparently the open division is not allowed to win.
Whose fault is that? All of ours. Well, listen. One guy is
Really good?
a PBA player that's
Actually a PBA player.
really good.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say I watched Rick Bull all day, and I will say he had a fantastic look. He rolled the ball really well, and then he needed to strike to run down Andrew Hall in the last the last game. He looked absolutely fantastic. Wow, Austin was quick on the screen there. I don't even know what
happened?
popped
What'd
up.
it say?
No links in our chat.
Oh, no links.
Oh, yeah, we can. Well, there's no
For
result.
money, you can do it. Want to give me money?
What's her name? South Glens Falls has not posted any
What are you talking about?
results on
Results.
their page to link to. But we can put the event in there if you want to find
Put
it.
the link in there. Somebody put in
No,
the chat.
someone posted a link in chat.
Austin was
Oh, and
Austin
you
was quick
deleted
on the
it.
finger.
Oh, it was spam. Spam a lot. Gotcha.
quick. Oh, that's.
Even if it wasn't, no links in the chat, please.
Got it.
We will not click on them.
I don't want to get a virus. I don't want COVID.
I'm trying to look.
Yeah, so
that's
Rick
Zach.
he bowled really well. Had a
I
really
don't
good
know if
run.
he puts in there. I'm sorry. I don't know if he puts in there what their
Is that the list?
status is. Yeah. Well, this is the
The list. We should probably make
This
that
is the
viewable
points.
public. You know, people to find.
We're working on
See,
it.
oh.
We're working on it.
All
So
right.
anyway, yeah, Rick Bogholtz, champion.
Bowled great all day. Congrats to Rick. Actually, I watched him. He ran
I
down
couldn't-
Andrew.
I didn't see him at all.
I bowled next to him.
Where was he playing all day?
Left, throwing it at the 3-pin.
Really? So he was playing middle of the lane, slow rolling it.
Yeah.
Kind of fallback-ish.
I don't know if I would call it fallbackish. I mean, he was trying to get it to the right a little bit. I would say the 3.5 pin. He probably got it to like 10 to 8 down lane, maybe.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about where it was.
Yeah,
It goes
well,
a
and
few
that's what I was saying to you guys was that my plan was based on
My
how
question
the-
is, why are you going into a tournament with a plan? You
No,
sound like
you're
Matt,
not listening. When
Matt
I got there,
Calzone.
I tried everything. I tried right. I didn't like it.
Purple look.
Right.
We didn't try.
Not great. I did throw it. So settle
Hit
down.
it with 360
No, it was already scuffed.
to 180.
No.
You
But anyway.
always scuff it, Kyle.
These people don't get it.
So listen.
Listening.
So then I moved into about 15 ish, 14, 15, whatever it was.
Mhm.
And I made 10 kind of my gutter, right?
Yeah, you make the gutter.
Because we know the track there has a lot of friction in it.
You thought you could throw to it.
So I figured let's use it to my advantage.
What a genius.
Listen, I could have had 220 that game. I shot 200. And then acceptable 200. And then it just didn't work out the rest of the day. It worked out the third game and kind of the fourth game. But overall, yeah, I guess I was wrong. And I did start changing balls when I moved down in the house. And maybe I was just using the wrong equipment. Jake B. Bissonette, PSB, he was saying that he saw guys standing way left using big, strong ASIMs. And I didn't continue to try to use my reality left.
Yeah.
I was a little
Thanks,
afraid that it
lefty.
would pick up too early.
I hate left-handed Fizzone.
Why? What did he say?
Because
Oh,
he
red
can get
ball
the
up
red
3-4.
ball. I can't get my red ball to hit.
I'm sorry. Did you try the new one?
Yeah, that's the only one I brought.
Oh.
I got it to, I got
Maybe
it
you
to
needed
roll
your
up.
other one.
You
I
didn't
got it
bring
to
any
roll-
sandpaper bags?
Oh no, I had sandpaper, but that ball hooked really early, and I drilled it a little bit weaker, and then I don't have to use as much surface because it kind of picks up naturally, so it kind of goes too forward.
Right.
When you have too much surface on it. So when it gets a little bit of lane shine, I can shape it a little bit better, and it rolled good. I couldn't get the ball to hit, but I did get my high game with the red ball. My second high game was with the reality. I mean, I have thrown the reactive good. Honestly, I got to the. Do I want a lesson? Yeah, come give me a lesson, Calzone.
But
I could get to the pocket with almost anything I had.
I mean,
That's
there were like 3 people that were successfully using urethane, right? And they were all left-handed. So I don't know what your excuse is.
Okay, who was using as a left-hander?
Eddie Torres.
Okay, 1.
Falzone.
Yeah.
And I think Coco used it a little bit, didn't he?
I bowled next to him. He used a 10-pin on lane 14. I bowled right next to him, and he used level. He used the red ball. He used the pitch black. He used a bunch of different balls, and it seemed like he kind of had the same thing I had, where he would strike a lot, and then he would hit another pair, and he wouldn't strike anymore. But he went to the red ball on the low end and had a good game, and I was like, you know what? I mean, I'm kind of out of it, so I was like, maybe I should try this red ball. And then I had a decent game, but the last game, remember how the first game I said I like threw like the back 6 for 217 or 15, and then the 3 shots before that I go ring 10 stone or ring 7 stone 10 stone 8. Well, I went with the red ball, and I went strike 9 spare strike 9 spare 9 spare 9 spare 9 spare 9 spare. So then the last 2 frames, I literally 9 spare until the 9th frame. I said I'm gonna try and get on this one a little more. Through the face 6-3. I went through the face 6-3, and then I said, you know what? I haven't bowled any good today, so I'm like, I'm gonna do the same thing and just move right a little bit and see if I can get it back. 6-3. So I said, well, that's just kind of the day went for me. I had a Zen U with me, but I didn't hit it with a lot of surface because typically I bowled up there the past few times with like 500 grit on those on urethane balls, and for me right now up there, they are starting too early. It forces me right a little bit further to shape it, and then I just don't get
the ball doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit good.
Yeah.
So then I try to use it and practice the lane shine up to get a little straighter, and then it just doesn't seem like it has enough. I mean, maybe I'm not bowling great. I will say I didn't bowl great for a few games, but I was hitting the pocket with a reality, Origin EX, Phase 2. I mean, I threw a plethora of bowling balls and hit the pocket. It just didn't seem like I could knock them down.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's surface or no surface, because I go with a ball with surface and I get the ball to pick up really well,
but doesn't want to finish. Doesn't want to continue.
I can strike for 5-6 shots. Like I had a brand new my new Phase 2 that's pinned down. I said, well, I hit that with like 2,000 before we bowl. A light 2,000, but a good pad. So I threw it, and where my reality was a little lazy down lane, I was like, all right, so it's lazy down lane, so I'm going to go to this ball. And my Phase 2 hooked a mile. And then I was like, well, this is going to make me go 5 right, and I'm not trying to go 5 right. So I don't know if my reality was burnt up, but then I would try to shiny ball and it never hooked.
Yeah.
So
I had a little bit of the over under with the Phase 2.
Yeah.
Because I switched to that from the reality,
right,
and it just wasn't great.
Yeah.
And then I tried I tried the Hyperdrive RST, the Pearl, because I wanted to see if it was an ASIM thing, like if I needed to stick with an ASIM ball and not a symmetrical ball, and that one had a little bit of scuff on it. And I don't really have another strong, solid ASIM because I don't keep a lot of solid stuff because usually they break down so fast that you need to jump left and have
it might
angular motion.
It might be worth trying this, Kyle. I mean, I don't know. I've been obviously doing some research.
Yeah.
I did try a few new balls. Actually, I found a Rockstar Amped underneath the bench. That's mine.
Oh, yeah? Drilled already?
Yeah, but it was fixed. It was the first ball I tried CLT.
Oh.
And I tried it in league, and I shot a lot. So I was like, oh, man. I sanded it down.
My Rockstar, I did try that, by the way, just for a couple shots. Yeah. And, it rolls way better on the hard stuff than it does on the house shot.
I used it last night on 30 mils, and it still rolled good for me. So this ball, it's still stronger than my Phase 2. It's got pin in the ring finger. That is a good layout for me. But, I maybe I need something that's shinier. But or a pearl cover. But what I was going to say to you is a lot of people have been talking. Well, the pearl balls are a little bit of a quicker response. So sometimes when you sand those balls down, they want to hook even earlier than the solid stuff because the solid stuff kind of delay response. It controls the friction, so it doesn't try to hit the friction and go. Maybe you need to have a shiny solid ball instead.
Interesting thought.
Because the pearl
bring
balls,
it up to like 4,000 or actually do like a 500 compound type
yeah,
thing.
I mean, maybe not, maybe not compound, but maybe use like a
sort of
maybe like
on
a
it.
wet sanded 3,000, 4,000 and
Yeah, that's
see
what I was
if
saying,
you
okay.
can get the ball down lane and still have it delay response because you know people have been saying, well, I sand this pearl ball down and now it's hooked so early, it's so much stronger than my solid because it wants to respond to that friction. Now you're putting teeth in it. So now that you're doing that, is it really a stronger cover stock? I mean, if you put 500 on it, I'm assuming it's going to hook because there's 500 grit and the cover wants to respond to friction quick. So maybe it might be worth trying a solid and bringing it up or trying a solid with some compound on it or what have you to try to
right or longer. You're saying
you're still going to get that smoother reaction because the solid doesn't want to really, hit the friction and go. It still wants the delay response technically to control the friction. But you could get the ball down lane a little bit better and have it roll off the back of the pattern instead. Maybe it'll be a little more continuous because when you put the pearl in, it might get a little forward.
Jake says, pearl this, solid that. Everyone just needs a surge.
Yeah.
He's so right.
You're right.
I didn't even bring it in the building, though.
I actually threw a bunch of balls yesterday on 30 mils. I talked to Jakey and did a little soul searching.
Yeah.
Just to try to see if I could get some other balls in the bag. I mean, my EX is good.
Did you? Well, what about the or is that the one? No, that's not the. Is that the one that you love? The
I shot
smooth
300
rolling urethane like bowling ball.
It's not like urethane, but it's more smoother and roll. Yeah.
Did you try that up there?
Yeah,
it was no good.
It just didn't have. It didn't have it. It didn't have it. It was the reality looked way better, and it was the EX was clean, but it just didn't seem to want to kick anything out in that.
I started with the reality too, and it had a great reaction.
So did I, and I loved it. But I've been throwing a few other balls. I drilled the Ion Pro solid because everybody says it's ball of the year. It's number 2 of the year, or it is the ball of the year, and
that's the shiny solid you're talking about. Maybe that's the one.
Brian told you to drill that like 2 months ago. Yeah,
I might have forgotten. I don't know.
Brian told you, but you hate the Ion solid.
Well, the Ion Pro
or the Ion hybrid.
Yeah.
Ion Pro.
I did
hybrid.
hate it.
I mean, another ball that I like a lot too, that I've seen a lot of now that I didn't like in the beginning, but I like when it lane shines or has a little bit less surface on it from factory is Equinox solid. Another really good ball. Smells like apple cherry slush. It's
cherry apple slush.
Yeah, it's A2S solid, so it doesn't have all the
Same
stuff.
thing, Kyle.
You know what's also fun, Kyle?
Talk to me.
Is that they came out with the transformer.
Yeah.
And it's really going to help guys who have slower ball speed, a little bit lower rev rate, if you keep the wing in it, and it actually helps you.
Well, it's going to make it flare, right?
No, when you we'll talk after the show. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole unless you really want me to go down a rabbit hole.
How long is this going to take?
I mean, I can sum it up pretty quickly.
All right, talk about the wings.
They got the wings in it, right?
Because, well, let's start with this first. Okay, so after South Glens Falls, I was dragging 15 bowling balls out of the building,
which were 15 too many.
Yeah,
9 is the max you need at a tournament.
Stand by. So I was dragging them out because I used half of them. I probably used 2/3 of them. I mean, I tried the level in practice. I tried balls. Purple in practice. I even got to the Exponent Pearl. So I used a lot of different.
Did you try the new one yet?
No, I haven't got. Oh, maybe I'll throw that tonight before I forget.
Where is it?
You tell me. I have no idea because I never took. Oh, it's in the office.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the office. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing my spare ball, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome. I remember Anthony's bowling balls and forget mine. I'm leaving the bowling alley. I'm like, I am forgetting something. I know I got his bowling balls. I know I have my stuff. And then the morning of, when we have seconds to spare to get up there, I think to myself, you freaking idiot. You left that fucking ball in the office. Anyway, didn't need it because, of course, I didn't. And actually, the original, original, quote unquote, my old Exponent Pro actually rolled okay, like when it was down the right end of the day, burn time. But anyway, so I'm rolling my 15 bowling balls out of the building.
Took you a while.
Yeah. And between that, because that's just a chore in itself, and then also cycling through all of those balls to not strike, I was just like, I was super frustrated, and then just said to myself, you know what? I'm garage sailing all of this crap, and I'm going to stick with 9 and only 9, and that's it from now on.
You could just choose to only
No.
bring 9.
I don't want to. I want just 9 bullets. Plus, it's, weight out of my house and off my truck.
I mean,
if they actually leave, if that somebody actually takes them, or they just throw them in the dumpster. I don't
I'm
really
just
care.
saying.
Half the bags are destroyed anyway.
I think there's a couple in the woods.
Not from me. Those aren't mine. I've never thrown a ball in the woods.
When I was waiting to go to the low end because we were so far behind, I went in the woods to see if I could find any urethane balls from that corn nog guy.
I think he actually went in and got it.
He did. Then he bowled them
Yeah.
the next day because he made the cut.
Yeah, he threw it in the woods, found out he made the cut.
And then went and
Sure.
grabbed them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, that might be it, Kyle. I don't know. I mean,
so
So what are we drilling?
I'm gonna have 9, but I'm keeping a couple just in standby. So I guess I'll have 11, but I'll only be able to take 9. I don't need to drill anything because I have a lot of stuff.
What do you have that's solid that you're going to shine?
Well, right. My only solid balls right now, I think, are going to be the Reality and the Phase 2, right? Where's my list? I have my list of balls. I forget.
IQ Tour.
Nope. That's on the list to go.
Wow. Glad you only have 2 solid balls and you want all these pearl balls that respond faster to
and
friction.
Reality Check is staying too.
Oh, yeah, because that's a specialty drilling, though. That's a
Yep.
hybrid.
Yep.
But still, it's a slower response. Anyways, maybe you should drill one of those again.
I have one.
Might as well. I mean, but the short pin is good. Did you try the short pin?
I did. It wasn't good. I
That's
could have got to
disappointing.
the pocket, but it wasn't going to strike.
That's really disappointing.
I also didn't service it. And I didn't service the Phase 2 either, which is probably why the Phase 2 didn't roll too good.
Sometimes I just wonder.
Okay, so
No.
I'm going to 9 bowling balls. I may need one more.
What are you
As far
drilling?
as what I'm going to get rid of and add one in. Anthony, why should I drill a transformer?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that. All right. So you don't have any rotation?
No, I have
40 degrees.
yeah, I have a little bit of rotation. I have very little tilt.
And little rotation.
All right, fine.
So I was just doing the research on it because it's new. So you're looking at it. I'm like, oh man, I don't have a lot of rotation either. Well, I don't know how that came about. Maybe it's just
Spending too
bowling
much
here.
time around here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. And so anyways, and I was looking at it, I was like, and they said, well, the slower you throw it, the less revs you throw it, the more it's going to help you. If you throw it with a lot of revs and a lot of ball speed, the weight block doesn't have enough time to really spin. So you're really not going to gain an advantage from it. That's what I was watching. Is that guys are a little slower with a little bit less rev rate. It's actually the core will move. They called all that big mumbo jumbo. I don't really know what it's called. So like your weight block they say it will move while it flares. Because when you flare, the ball doesn't actually move. But with this ball, the weight block, I guess, pulls left. The Evil Eye, I think, has like a nodule in it too. This one has a wing that pulls. So it's going to pull it, which will will retain your axis rotation longer, which means that the ball will continue to go left.
Right. So instead of, if you have little axis rotation, your ball is pointing
more this way towards the
forward.
pin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this
Whereas
is 0,
it's
this
going
is
to
90. You're like
force-
40.
Yeah, it's going to
So-
force the ball to go into rotation.
It's not gonna force it to go in
Or keep
rotation.
your
It's gonna
rotation that
keep
you
your
have.
rotation there. It's gonna try
Yeah.
and get the ball to roll.
Yeah.
The ball's gonna flare and turn to the left
Interesting.
and try to keep going. Now, the fun part about that too is it doesn't have any nano in the cover. Nano makes the ball hook earlier, displaces more oil, blah 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 blah. Like stronger balls have more nano. This doesn't have any. It's nano free. It's the gremlin cover that you're gonna get rid of. And then it comes at It comes at 4,000. It comes at
I put that
4,000.
back on the list.
Good. It comes at 4,000. And when you drill, if you keep the wing in, and I've been reading, I'm trying to figure it all out. You keep the wing in, it lowers your diff. So it's not going to be super, super duper strong. But if it continues to keep your rotation, it might actually help you get the ball down lane, keep a little bit of rotation. And it might kind of be your problem solver because you might be using too much pearl that hooks and it kind of tries to respond to the friction too early. So up there's a lot of friction. So when you sand it down to blend it out or to take off that polish, it might be like digging into the lane a little bit. There's already a lot of friction there. So now your ball's trying to react, bang, you ain't got any continuation down lane.
Interesting.
I mean, it's a thought process. I don't really think
Well,
too
my
much on that
hyperdrive
level.
was definitely coming offline early. So like I couldn't
Hyperdrive
get it.
pearl.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but pearl.
Wow. But that ball's been rolling pretty good for you though. We've been happy with the
lead,
results.
yes. But I'm not saying it wasn't bad on Sunday, but if I missed in just a hair, it wanted to pick up and go.
Okay, well, I mean,
So I'm just saying, like,
harder pattern, Kyle.
I understand, but there's other people that had a lot of hold and a lot of swing. They might throw it better than me, but I'm just saying.
Name the player.
I crossed with him. Bill Rice.
Dude, you're talking and
I know.
wild man Bill Rice.
I know.
To by the book Kyle Haines. I mean, we're talking.
I'm just saying. I understand that we're completely two different universes when it comes to bowling. And life.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say. I mean,
But
long
I'm just
hair,
saying,
tattoos, backwards hat, loud.
Yeah.
I mean, you're loud, but he
Oh, I'm
just
loud.
Bill just is Bill, and then you're talking about you and him.
Yeah. Belt.
It's kind of like
tucked in.
Ethan versus Zachary.
Yeah.
Except
Mm-hmm.
no, that's exactly what it is.
Anyway, point being, it was there. People had it, right? So like, nobody had to be absolutely dead on perfect that day.
No, I mean I hit the pocket a lot with a lot of different
Right.
stuff, and I just didn't knock him down.
And I'm not going to put myself in the camp of like, oh, I should have struck all day or I was close to striking all day, but I did have a lot of pocket misses, meaning like, pocket non-strikes.
So, did you like the Nano Star or the Rockstar Amped?
It was okay, but I think if I remember right, it was just not ready. Like it wasn't ready to be used. It was too clean, I think, but it would actually
Zen 25.
continue. I can't remember. I don't think I ever pulled that one out because I was using the Exponent Pearl, and that one was rolling good the last game. And I don't think I bothered to go down to the Zen 25 because it was game over.
Zen 25 is stronger than the Exponent Pro.
Okay, well they roll differently. Sorry,
Yeah, no crap. They roll different. They're two different balls.
but they're both kind of smoothish. But the Exponent Pearl for me is earlier and smoother than the Zen 25.
Okay, cool.
Zen 25 is more.
Well, for that's
hockey
your
stick.
burn ball, I think.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've got an idea, Kyle.
So what's the idea? How am I going to drill? So keep the wing is what you're saying.
If it was you, I'd keep the wing.
Hmm.
For me, I wanted to keep the wing, but now I don't know if I want to keep the wing. I'm going to
Just
try it.
drill two. Drill one wing, drill no wing.
I don't want to drill any. I got enough balls here. I should be able to strike.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, I got rid of a bunch. I got rid of about 8 this week. I gave 4 away.
Well, what the hell? If somebody needs a ball, let them know because I got 15 of them.
Yeah, I mean, we can see. I gave.
Austin, you need a bowling ball?
Some would say probably, but I
It's
don't know
not
what I
quite
get.
15, but it's close.
I gave away a few. You're getting rid of your attention star.
Yeah, I use it one time. Like if the shot is from 12 to from 10 to 12, it works great. If it's anywhere outside of that, it doesn't
Where
work.
was the shot this week? 10 to 12.
No, I was playing 15.
But was it 10 to 12?
But you could have
No.
went 15 to 12. You're telling me.
Listen, the Gremlin is the same reaction as the attention star.
Okay, I'm not mad at you.
I tried a lot of different things. Okay.
So did I. I didn't strike either. I'm not saying that I struck any better than you did. I was just saying
Yeah.
that it's a thought
Anyway,
process.
okay. So
I didn't strike.
I mean,
at all.
if you drilled the transformer, I would probably try to keep the wing in if my research is correct because there's a lot of stuff going on.
it'll help get the ball to go toward the
They
pocket.
say it moves left, and it's
But
gonna.
what about coming offline too fast? Like if it wants to, well, I guess it's solid, so it's supposed to smooth it out, right? But like,
yeah,
if the weight block wants to flip left,
it's
or
not a
whatever you wanna
flip.
call
It's
it.
not a flip. It's
not a flip over, but a twist or whatever you want to call
I
it.
mean, it's moving, but that doesn't make it come offline more.
Twist.
The higher rotation you have, the longer the ball goes down the lane because the ball's got to catch up to itself.
Well, yeah. Plus, it's going end over end, barely flaring.
Right. This ball's flaring and whatever the word they call it, moving to the left. It retains your axis rotation. Pin down increases the differential, which is backwards of what it normally is, and then you get more flare. But
Really?
it's still smooth. Yeah, I mean that's what I've been reading. And the video I watched, I mean Barnes said that too. I think because you drill the nodule out, you're not technically drilling on top of the core, you're drilling more on the side of it, and you're taking it out, increasing the differential because differential is like the height and the width of it. So
Well, right. You're changing
like
the
a whole-
dynamics of the core.
yeah, you're not really drilling into the top as much. You're drilling more into that side piece. So I don't really know exactly how it works, but I'm doing some research. Part 1 I watched, so it was interesting. Maybe you need to watch part 1.
All right.
Or you should drill an evil eye. It's kind of the same thing.
George Gorman says, "Are you thinking about
Yeah.
Talking about.
talking about
Yeah.
procession.
Uh,
And
Do
this stuff is
now,
so
Kyle?
No, it's
interesting
just
to me.
glare.
No, and it's glare, and the screen is so small.
What
I
is
should
it?
probably
Torque induced precession, I think they call it. It's a big word. I'm not that smart, but basically what it means is, from what I understand, is the ball's going to rotate to the left. Because even if your ball flares, the player is still responsible for creating rotation to get the ball to go to the left. The ball will technically stay on line if it's in a stable position, while this ball will continually rotate. But I know George likes to throw a lot of the Brunswick stuff, so if you are interested in that, you need to have Bill drill you a Radical Evil Eye, because it's very kind of like, that's a symmetrical ball, but that when you drill it, you get a little bit of intermediate differential, which makes it asymmetrical, of course. But the wing on that, you can increase the intermediate to like 0.20 on a symmetrical ball, which is unheard of. It makes it more asymmetrical. So there's a lot of different drillings and different reactions you can get. So this is kind of like the future of core design, is seeing a lot of, I think we'll see a lot more of that coming into play.
Ryan Abataba Labadaba Yabadu is going to see Brad and Kyle next Saturday. Where is that?
I don't know. We can talk to him when he gets here.
Isn't he here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bolts today.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you'll get the skinny, maybe you won't, because I don't know, a lot of guys choose not to know about this stuff.
Right.
They get told what to get drilled by their PSO, or they ask. Typically, you can get in contact with some of the higher ups up there, and they will definitely like tell you what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like Bill.
Rice.
No.
Bill.
O'Neill.
Yeah, O'Neill has. He
Yeah.
told me he has no idea.
Yeah, he's
because
like,
I was like, "What's your
put the
layout?"
ball
He
in my
goes,
hand,
"I don't know, 5 inches." And he goes, "Well," somebody asked, "Well, how do you know what to do with it?" He goes, "It's a bowling ball. My job is to learn how to throw it, not about technical stuff."
I love it.
And that's how he bowls.
Yeah.
For George Gorman, I was gonna say must have a ton of intermediate. Yeah, I guess from what what I read, the flare goes up when it goes pinned down on the transformer, but I think the intermediate also raises, which is kind of a backwards thing, and then pin up lowers the diff to like in the 40s, and then I probably increases the intermediate. Well, I don't really know. There's a lot of kind of new stuff coming out that I'm trying to follow, but the Evil Eye is one where I just drilled one. They have like 4 different layouts on their drill sheet, and it increases the intermediate. It gives you all the numbers on that, and it gives you how much intermediate changes, and there's a really vast range of what you can do with that ball. I think that's why it's been kind of fan favorite.
Well, Ryan, have a great time. That seems like a good time. Take some pictures so that we can see that place is supposed to be really cool. The Steel City Brews and Bowl.
Isn't that the place where Dunder Mifflin was filmed?
No, that's Scranton, PA.
Oh. Scranton. What?
The Electric City. All right. So Team USA trials completed last weekish.
I think it was like a few days ago.
Was it just a couple days ago?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Glad that you are paying attention, because I wasn't either.
Yeah. Well, you're the one that really wanted to discuss.
I didn't really
this.
want to. I just pointed out something that I didn't understand. And
Well, you'll never guess who using what won the tournament.
Darren Tang.
No.
Would you like the standings?
Yeah, that'd be great. Bryce Oliver, lefty.
Lefty two-hander.
Mm-hmm.
Throws it good.
Oh, he's a triple cheater.
Yeah, he was throwing purple hammer.
Lefty.
I don't know
two-hander,
how everything, but he was throwing. I saw in the video. I saw he was throwing purple. I mean, it is what it is. I had a question. I brought it up, and you're like, "That's an interesting point. Like, why would?" And we'll talk about it.
Well, so he was using purple hammer.
I don't know how often he was. I thought it was most of the time. I don't really know.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't watching.
He seems like he's got a really solid game though.
Yeah.
Like really good. Yeah, like if he can hit the PBA, it looks like he might be pretty
good.
Yeah, he's got a lot more.
Lethal?
I don't know if he's going that way, like if he's going to try.
Right.
But I mean, if you compare him to the other two-handers, I mean, he's a lot more powerful. It looks like. I mean, obviously, I don't have the stats, but I've watched him throw the ball on the YouTubes, and I'm like, man, this guy freaking fires missiles.
Yeah,
like he can throw.
Versatile.
I mean, he's left-handed, probably.
Good point. Why would he have to be?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's either urethane or not on the tour, but I mean,
Yeah.
still, I mean, there's a lot of balls out there now that maybe that aren't urethane that kind of react like it, and he can figure it out.
Kind of, sort of.
Well, we'll see how the PVA patterns come out this year.
Yeah.
Sometimes they favor lefties, sometimes they don't.
But yeah, so he was using purple. But you were asking me earlier, like, why are they? So in September 2025, they announced all the new urethane
Yeah, they
rules.
came out with the new urethane rules in the Masters and the U.S. Open, I think.
Yep.
For USB-C events, you're not allowed to use.
Regardless of hardness, you're not allowed to use any urethane.
Yes, yeah, like urethane.
U.S. Open, USB-C Masters, PWBA national events.
So the women's tour.
Yep, the college stuff. Intercollegiate team singles
They
championships.
took all that out too.
Yep.
Okay.
If it's 78, you can use it at Open Championships,
Okay.
Women's Championships, Bowler's Journal,
So
Senior
like
Masters.
not the national level stuff, more
but
the average
large
Joe.
national scale. Yeah.
Yeah, where like we would bring people from here,
Yeah.
not like where the top levels competing from. So my question was, and I'm not knocking the guy, he won clearly, but my question is how do you have? We already have the discrepancy with the hardness. Is it allowed? Is it not allowed? And then the two USB-C events that it's allowed at, or the two USB-C events it's not allowed at, and the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Well, amongst others, but yeah.
Yeah, but like for that, because the men's, right? Well, I guess we're talking. Are we talking purple altogether? So nationals, that Masters, U.S. Open,
Masters and U.S. Open are 0 urethane.
and okay, so you can't use any
Regardless of
urethane,
hardness.
and then you can't use it at nationals,
At nationals,
Open Championships.
78D hardness.
Yeah, but why? If we're taking it out of those levels where it's more of a national stage
Mhm.
thing, the team trials is also a national level
Mhm.
kind of thing. So why are we?
Why?
Why
Well, first
are
of all,
they
you're
attacking?
making my point from when this announcement came out, which was
It makes
it's
no
ridiculous
sense.
that they have all of these different rules
Yeah.
for different tournaments or
Well,
whatever.
Well, that's what I was saying. Why is it not allowed over here or
Mhm.
78's allowed, and then over for Team USA trials, which is kind of a big deal. I would think.
Kind of
Like-
the biggest deal.
Like you're allowed to use the purple
Right.
hammer, which whatever.
I will tell
he
you
used
why.
it. He won. Fine. I don't care. I'm kind of knocking, I guess, the USB-C
Yeah.
where the rules just are
I
not.
don't think it's their
making
fault
sense.
this time.
That is ridiculous.
So what I believe, speculation, because there's nothing written on paper. When you're bowling on Team USA, you have to be able to compete against the rest of the world in what's allowed to be used, and the entire rest of the world is using urethane and mostly purple. So when you're bowling,
How do you know? IBF could have changed their standards.
well, they haven't.
How do you know?
Because all of those teams use purple on a regular
How do you
basis.
know? Have
because
you
I
watched-
see videos. Yes,
Have you watched?
I do watch
Everybody's-
videos.
Of what? Of
Have you
what?
not seen the tournaments in Europe where the ball
that's-
returns are completely filled with purple
But that's
urethane?
not the same thing, Kyle.
understand,
That's a
but my
completely
point
separate
is-
thing. If you go to if they come here in our event at nationals, they can't use that ball.
Right, but it's allowed to be used overseas. But
Sure,
but also,
it can still be used
but
here.
no, Team USA events. If it's a national event what's that called? A world event, whatever, where they're bowling against. If Team USA is bowling against Team England and all the other teams or whatever, the urethane is allowed, including the purple hammer. That's not illegal, obviously. And then I believe it's because the other countries don't have those rules, and the IBF or whoever governs who governs those tournaments, or are they different organizations?
I thought it was the IBF. I don't really know. I couldn't really tell you because I don't know who governs it as much. It doesn't make sense. And I guess sure you can have the purple because the other countries can use it, but at the same time, it just doesn't make any sense, because if you're telling me you're going to go bowl for Team USA and this guy makes it right, and he can throw urethane good, but what about the other guys who are good? You're telling them they can't use it here, and now you can use it here. And does it get the best bowler?
I don't know. Well, no.
Like,
I think
isn't that the point?
If you're only using urethane, no, I don't think you're the best.
And I don't know
bowler.
if he only used urethane. He used it. I know he used it
or whatever.
I know he used it. Yeah, but I'm just wondering, and I'm not knocking the guy. It's good that he won. Go lefties, righties suck. But I don't understand how the avenues are different. Yeah, the other people can use it, but you're telling me that with our talent level, that if you're telling me that the team wouldn't be competitive if you didn't have him in it.
No, it would be, but
Then-
I don't think that has anything.
But
I don't think
why can't we make the rules the same? Well, I mean, we have a ton of talented bowlers, so I'm not knocking the guy. I'm not saying he's not good enough. I watched him throw the ball, throws it sick. Like if he gets to the PBA and they let him bowl, I mean, I think that he has a legitimate chance to be the premier
let
lefty.
him bowl.
Well, he's got to get into the freaking field, dude.
I don't think he's an amateur.
Well, he's got to get into the field still. I've never seen him on the tour or seen his name. I don't think.
I've seen him before.
Okay.
I just don't know if he was. I don't know if I've seen him on PBA
I don't know if he's full
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm just saying he's got to still break into the. You still have to break into that top 60 or
break
whatever,
into
right?
the
So that's
scene.
what I'm saying.
He's
gotta get
You're
there.
saying like the
He's got to get into the PTQs. He's got to get through
Right.
that.
What
to
are the
get in
guys
top
called?
75.
the guys called that
exempt
are
guys.
exempt guys. Thank you.
Yeah, he's got to get to that point to really see what he can do.
Right.
Because he's probably better physically than the other lefties on tour that are two-handed or the other one-handers, obviously.
Exemption is an easy word for us to forget, Kyle.
Well,
I'm just
never
saying.
gonna have one. So I ain't no Gary Haines.
I'm just saying that it just doesn't make sense that the
Oh, he is
rules
an
are
amateur
different.
still. Sorry, he is an amateur.
There you go. So
Um,
maybe he's not going professional. Maybe he's not choosing to do that. Maybe he chooses to have a different living,
Perhaps.
which is good for him.
Yeah, probably make more money.
But still, I don't understand how we can have different avenues of this and it still be called acceptable.
Okay, I'm going to agree with the whole urethane premise, saying there needs to be one solid rule and not different levels of you can use it here, you can use it there.
100%
agree
Yeah,
with
we
that.
talked about that before.
That being said, whether he used it for everything or not,
I don't know. I'd have to watch the videos.
he has the quote unquote lowest points. So the newest format for Team USA trials is rather than going by total pins, they go by lowest points, position points, they're called. So basically, if you finish, you don't even have to finish first at all. But if you finish super high up, they add those what positions you're in over the 5 blocks to equal your total position points. So he had
Low score
57.
wins.
Yeah, so low score wins because he finished 7th, 10th, 26th, 8th, 6th to equal 57. So it kind of is saying like maybe he's the most versatile player rather than shooting,
I understand what you're
200
saying.
over the guys on one day,
And then
but
he's
barely squeaking by
Yeah.
the rest of the days.
That's
You
a
know
good
what
way
I
to
mean?
do it, and that's a good way to do it. But I'm just saying I don't understand the avenues, Kyle. Okay, the other countries can use it, but still, I mean, he might have still made it. Even I don't know if he used urethane the whole time, but I just don't understand the USBC rule. But also, like,
no one understands the
it
USBC
doesn't make
rule,
any
and
sense to
it's
me.
stupid. Yeah,
it's it doesn't make sense. He might have made. I mean, I watched him on a video. He bowled with Brandon Bone in some team event, and he was the anchor
really.
for a 4-man team. Yeah, he
Wow.
was the anchor, not Brandon Bone.
Left, and then what? The other bone?
They had the righty Garcia kid, and they had some other
Nate
guy.
Garcia.
Yeah, they had some other guy.
What
But-
team event?
It was in Delaware, I think, at Middletown Lanes. He went from the Megabucks to Brandon went from the Megabucks, I think, to that. It may have been like a week later. But he was the bottom bowl. I'm like, who the frig is this guy? And then
Yeah.
I watched him throw it, and I was like, who the frig is this guy?
I've seen his face before, but
I'm like,
I don't know what
holy
he's been
Jesus.
bowling at. Yeah,
This guy freaking.
is he saw on it?
Have you not seen him throw the ball?
I haven't. I can't.
Just
picture
watch
it.
a video of him on YouTube. Then just look his name up. Like he throws it. Like he's the two-handed, left-handed EJ Taggett.
The two-handed,
Two-handed,
left-handed
EJ Taggett.
He doesn't hook it that much,
Makes
but I
a lot
mean,
of sense.
he does throw it really good. I mean, listen, I don't know if he used urethane all the time. I am going to say this again. I don't know if he did. If he didn't, he still won regardless. The guy can throw the ball great, and he can obviously repeat. But man, I just don't understand.
The USBC rules.
I don't understand the rules. It just makes no sense to me. Let's make it one way, and let's make it one way so that way everybody conforms to the rule and everybody's happy.
I don't understand why they don't just go with. And we weren't even supposed to talk about this, but I don't even understand why why they don't just go with the hardness rule, whether it's 78 or 100.
Just make it like 75 because
Right.
then the problem becomes
Make
all
whatever
the
the rule-
reactive balls are 73.
True.
Now you're taking away all the reactive balls. Now you to qualify for the next few years, they've got to rechange their plan.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why not just make it? I know they're saying like, oh, urethane changes the lanes too much, which I think is a ridiculous argument.
Well,
Like,
I think that's
who
a part of the
cares?
that's part of the skill of reading the pattern.
right, and it's part of the game.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the bowling balls have changed the lanes for the entirety of the game.
I mean, I think we can disagree on that one, Kyle. I believe
even
when
though
there
it's
was
a hard
less
rubber
oil,
ball, it's still going to affect the lanes.
but there wasn't nearly as much oil, Kyle.
Okay, I understand all that.
You're talking,
All I'm saying,
but you're talking 7 milliliters of oil
my
versus
only
30.
point. My only point is that the bowling balls have always affected the lanes. They're just not happy with how they're affecting the lanes now. So
Yeah, but when you're talking back then with 7 or 10 mils,
I'm not
it's
talking
not
about
even,
back then. I'm
it's
just
not even
saying
close to,
every bowling
even
ball
15
affects the lane.
even 15 is not the same.
I get it, and I get that there's varying effectiveness of the bowling balls, but I'm just saying every bowling ball affects the lane. So just because they don't like the way that this type of bowling ball affects the lane, and it's legal by hardness standards, then it should just be legal. Like, why are you, if you want a tournament that takes out bowling balls and wants to use skill type bowling balls, like, you know, plastic or a mix or something, that's a tournament's decision. But I don't think the USBC should be banning anything that is legal by hardness standards and RG standards and
They're
differential
by the book
standards.
rules.
Right.
I mean, if they raise the rule, like I guess you said, if they raise the rules
raised it to 78.
but if they raise it as a whole, I guess it's okay.
Jake Bissonette has a long paragraph here. I watched Packy's first day video, and it was funny because he was saying the 50-foot pattern probably wouldn't be good for purple. He threw a few shots with black hammer, then used purple immediately. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, that ball is just, you can't argue with it. It's a good ball.
Yeah. It's a good ball. I mean, left side loves it.
I mean, the righties like it too. It's just,
Why don't we just go back to like two balls?
That's fine.
Kyle,
Why
I'm
do you think
so happy.
why do you think I'm going down to 9?
I'm just saying
Less decision making.
It's a very interesting rule decision. I just, it is what it is. I mean, I guess people have to have some sort of thought or thing to move the game forward, and I just don't believe that the rules that we currently have are the greatest.
Like, let me ask you this: why is it okay that a 360 sanded solid ball, like super strong solid ball or whatever,
yeah,
that's allowed, and that dries up the lane?
In a sense, yeah.
Right. So like we're taking oil off the lane, but because a urethane ball potentially moves the oil down the lane, like why is that negative compared to a sanded ball's removal of the oil? Why is that positive? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the eyes of the USBC or the eyes of bowling in general, by the people that complain about urethane.
I will probably, before we get into that, Devin, that's the worst. No, that's not allowed. At this bowling center, 3. That's it.
I walk in with one ball.
Yeah, I do love Austin's tenacity when it comes to walking into this place with one bowling ball.
Yeah, I'm about one ball too.
But
I have a bunch here because I drilled, but I will bring one to league.
I bring my bag in. It's got
one bag,
2 balls
Devin,
and a spare ball.
Not allowed.
That's a lot of weight.
One bag.
No 6 balls for league.
One ball, Devin.
Put it away.
Gosh darn it.
Okay, back to what were we talking about? Oh, sanding bowling balls versus sanded super strong bowling balls absorbing oil.
I guess the difference in where I see the issue coming from a national standpoint, like Open Championships, is like if you go with not a big group like we have, and you hit a guy like Austin, and let's say he's all over the place with purple hammer, and you're trying to bowl. Well, just say he is.
I get it.
And now the lane is kind of messed up because this guy, he didn't break it down. I mean,
yeah, but what is messed up?
Now the lane isn't. What do you mean? Like, let's just say he's playing 20-5 with a purple hammer.
No, the integrity, Kyle.
Yeah, but the integrity of the pattern, I agree with you on that. But also, I feel like that's not.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like,
that's not it. I don't agree with the integrity of the pattern thing because there's no such thing, because somebody's always going to have an advantage. Somebody's always going to break it down better. I'm just saying that if you bowl at nationals, well, here's my thing, Kyle. Okay. We talked about how the eye of the pattern was garbage for doubles and singles.
Mm-hmm.
I also heard from somebody else that it was garbage that, was pretty good back in, I think it's still pretty good, but he said it was a terrible pattern choice. But anyways, you go look at that and, we're spending X amount of money to go to, we've had this argument on here where the pattern sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, we bring a bunch of people, different skill level, and that's what you're going to put out.
Yeah.
And we're spending X amount of dollars to go there because we enjoy bowling. We enjoy the tournament. We enjoy the camaraderie, all that stuff. We go for a multitude of reasons, but at the same time, it's like, how can you put that out there for this player?
Yeah.
and now you're spending so much money and you don't even have a chance. Now, if Austin was, let's just say Austin was bowling on my pair and he had Purple Hammer, he was doing that, and I don't know him, and it's like, well, I just spent that much money, I got paired up with this guy, and now basically I'm a decent bowler and I'm in the standard division, I'm bowling pretty good, and now my lanes don't hook anymore because I feel like Austin destroyed them. I can understand the frustration level that I would get from that. I would understand that, because a lot of people might not have the knowledge or the wit or the equipment, because you can only bring 6 realistically.
But we're talking about high-level tournament playing where they're removing the urethane, and all of those players are supposed to know how to combat.
I guess I'm just saying that it makes it harder for the average Joe. I mean, that's why I think it should either be in or out. I mean, the high-level tournament is what it is, where everybody is, you're bringing 12 balls and you're trying to make Team USA, okay, so be it, because that makes you have to be a better player to adjust. I'm saying, like, for national level and stuff like that, if you're making people throw urethane because of whatever, now it just becomes a whole hoopla.
Like you just said, either in or out. That's what I say.
Jake won the 50-50.
If it's legal, it should be legal. Or get rid of it altogether. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
I have news. I see the scores out there. Coach had a 280.
Oh, Coach, there she is, 280. Nice game, Coach. She's going to ask Larry to announce it.
Like the junior bowlers?
Yeah.
I just think that it just makes, it's a whole kind of hoopla. I think it opens a can of worms. There's a lot of stuff that
they should just ban it, like other surface bowling balls that they say this surface can no longer.
Harness rule.
They already did the hardness rule. Now
I think
they
they
should
got
either ban urethane.
I think the
or
hardness
allow
rule.
it
I think
by 78.
Hardness rule for everything.
Yeah,
that'd be a big change. But I'm just saying, I think that would be better.
Love it. All right, before we go, got some tournaments coming up.
We do. What do we got?
We got doubles starting this weekend.
Baker's doubles, Town and Country Lanes, 4 weeks of action, unbelievable. Squads are actually the first 2 shifts are getting pretty booked.
Yeah, it's gonna. You're gonna have big numbers this year.
I think I have close to 30 teams for the first shift at 9:30 in the morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Then we have a lot of guys from Tournament Club. We have one running Bacon Bowl afterwards. I know a few people are going to jump in there. So, we might be running like a 60 to 70 team weekend.
That's wild.
Which is pretty big. And then if I had a Saturday squad, I probably would have hit 100 for the first weekend, which means that if I average that out for the next 4 weeks, we have 400 teams, which would be the best showing by 92 entries, I think.
92?
Yeah, the biggest entry we ever had was 308. 315.
But tournament season is ramping up.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. We've got
doubles.
Baker's doubles. Then you've got a Super Bowl Baker's doubles the weekend after the 2nd of February.
Yep, that's it.
And then
that's it.
Uncle Sam's, which is Kyle's
What's the first
bread and
weekend
butter.
in February?
Baker's doubles here. Second.
Oh, that's the final weekend.
Yes.
Right.
Kyle's bread and butter. That's the only time he ever
Always
makes money. So we'll see what happens there. Him and Nick Harris. The week after that, it's Glenn's Falls
More
doubles.
Okay. Doubles. It's Double City, baby.
Weekend after that, we are going to Uncle Sam's again for the Players Tour.
That's right. Yep.
Uncle Sam's for the Players Tour. That's singles. Weekend after that, I believe, is going to be. Wow, there is a lot of stuff going on because we could be in a bowling alley until April.
Yeah.
The weekend after that is going to be the Players Tour, the 22nd. The first, actually, there is a weekend off in there. Oof. Oh, wait, no, technically not. If you go bowl the Brockmire, the 27th, 28th, that will be out there in Rochester, I think, at Doug Kent's Lanes. Then you've got the New York State Masters on the 7th. We run I
don't think I signed up.
Neither did I.
I got to sign up.
The 8th is the TNC Invitational, the 10th rendition. 10th year rendition. Bud Bowl is from the 9th to the 15th, or the 8th or something like that, to the 15th, or the 7th to the 15th. Then we've got the Players Tour on the 22nd. So that is all in a row, folks.
Wait, Bud Bowl weekend is not the 9th?
No, they moved it because of daylight savings time. They moved it off of daylight savings time.
Oh, shoot, I might have screwed that up. Oh, that's right. The first weekend of Bud Bowl is the 9th because the Masters is the 7th.
Yes,
right?
The 7th is the first weekend of the Bud Bowl, 7th to 15th. Players Tour back in action at East Greenbush on the Strings on the 22nd of March. The weekend after that is a weekend off technically, but Town and Country Lanes, we do have the UBA. UBA will be here for that day. Then we have Easter. That is our actual break there. Weekend after that, the Queens is on the 11th down
the
in...
UBA. You don't even have a team.
Yeah, we do.
Town and Country has a team?
Yeah, we have a team.
Who?
Will Cunningham, Nikki Battistoni, Pete Battistoni.
When did this happen?
They came here from Uncle Sam's. They wanted to bowl here. Stephen Quick, some guys. So they're here. We'll have them.
News to me.
The Queens is
I didn't know.
I can't remember where the Queens is this year. I think it's in Saugerties or something. That's the 11th, and Drexel doubles will be the 12th. The weekend after that, we have the final players tour on the 19th. So if you're looking for any bowling and you're looking to stay married, you might not want to bowl all those events. But we are literally jam-packed with events for every weekend up until basically April 19th,
That's
almost with just
crazy.
like 3 weekends off.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to see what happens, and hopefully we can have a few titles in this room, or just a lot of good cashes to receive some money back.
So because it has been a dry spell. I mean, I cash with Nick usually every year, but
Waverly is for the Queens. Wow, that's right. That's where it is. I forgot.
Ouch.
Janelle is debating just bowling the Queen. She's not. I don't know what she's gonna do to the team, because then she has to stay out there, which means that she either takes the kid or I'll be home with the kid, and she doesn't want me to be at home with the kid by myself. She does for 3 days. She doesn't want me to, but she just wants to be there. She doesn't want to leave. So she's like, I don't know, maybe I'll just bowl the Queens. And I was like, it doesn't really matter what you do.
Anthony's officially a toddler now. I think he's
No.
He's growing up to be a toddler.
No, she just doesn't want to leave the kid for 3 days.
No.
'Cause they have to
Leave
stay down
you
there.
with the baby.
Yeah, I mean. Is that what I
What's
said?
that say about you?
Did I say that? Leave me with the baby.
She doesn't want to have the baby left with you overnight by yourself.
No, she's done that. She got home at like midnight today. I'm just saying she doesn't want to miss a few days, Kyle. I mean,
I
geez.
get it. New mom syndrome. She'll get
No,
over
she
that
just doesn't
quick.
want to do that, I guess. And I was like, you
Yep.
can do that. That's fine. But she's
I
gonna,
get it.
yeah, we'll see if she's gonna bowl. But we are jam packed, everybody. So
It's that time of year.
if you are
And
not,
then golf season. Oh baby.
if you are not practicing,
Still golfing.
yeah, I gotta get my sim going. So
All right.
if you are not practicing and you're bowling, sorry, Kyle, you should be practicing,
not
because
gonna be
we
here 3
are
nights a week.
loaded. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the fans.
Okay.
You should be practicing though. I've
You
seen
should
your-
practice. Everybody should practice, including
Kyle
myself.
doesn't.
I practice every time I bowl.
Maybe you should so much
It
practice.
is time for us to go bowling. So don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. Email us at downlanepod@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Xbox. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
Did you mention the Etsy shop?
No.
I gotta do a shirt. I want to do a shirt.
Oh, do you want to do a shirt?
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
do a shirt.
good.
I've always wanted to, but
What is
AI
that?
now.
4 seasons in now.
Yeah.
You guys are just
Well,
jealous.
6, but yeah.
It's been a long time in the making, but when my shirt hits, we're gonna be millionaires.
Great. Thank you to Jack Station, proprietor of Town and Country Lanes. Austin, great show tonight. Anthony, thank you for everything that you do to support this show.
I do nothing.
Thank you to my family, Stephanie, Zach, and Ethan.
Jam Red Baby G.
We will see you all next week. This is Down Lane Podcast.